Hey, focus.
Hey, we need to have like one of those boom, boom, and that way it makes some noise right at the end.
So basically, you want the doomsday alarm.
Yes.
I'm gonna force you
Well,
to
how's
set
every?
an alarm on your phone next time.
I think I will do that. How's everybody doing?
Good.
I mean, what were you doing down there, Lucas?
He was doing investigative journalism.
Exactly.
Well,
That's
it didn't look
exactly
like it
what.
the past two episodes. I'll tell you that.
Let's ease up, okay?
Don't start with me. I got interviews. I did my thing. But hey, we're not. Let's ease into it. Let's talk about what a great weekend we had. We had a great night at Romero's last night. Uh, the weather held up for us for the most part. Great night. Had some ignition debuts, which you guys are going to be able to see in the next few weeks. It was an awesome night, and a lot of the men and women went to Houston, Texas on Thursday for Top Taco. Killed it down there. A lot of them went out for Vegas and was able to rub elbows with a lot of big names. So it was a good last couple weeks.
All right. Let's go to the chat here. Let's see who we have here. We have Brian in the chat. Thankfully, nothing on Koyama, which is good. Aiden is here.
Why is that good? He's our champ.
Bright and early. We got Queen. We got Thor. We got my boy Eric Reyes there as well. It's going to be a good night when you see some people from the law office there. Makes for a very entertaining segment. All right.
You have somebody to share in your delusion.
Hey, I like the new setup, Johnny. It almost distracts from Lucas. It's not really a new setup. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, you have one more show of this setup before it's no more. So don't get used to it.
Casa de John is moving.
Guess we're actually going to have our own little compound very soon. But yeah, we'll get into that.
Hey, I know a great clown or basement declowner. I'll get you in touch.
I'm not afraid of clowns like you there, Skippy.
Hey, it's always important to have your basement declown, though. Never know. You never know.
Who are you talking to down there?
Again, he's doing investigative journalism, John. He doesn't stop working.
Since when?
Since always.
Could have fooled me.
You're just now noticing, John.
Yeah. Because you don't notice a lot of things.
Oh, we got Kate in here as well.
What's up, champ?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Dudes and Belts Recharge, reviewing episode 494 and 495 this evening, past couple weeks. Last week we took a week off because it's basically a wrestling holiday for the most part. It was WrestleMania weekend. Nobody was going to be watching any wrestling other than WrestleMania that weekend. And that's typically one of our yearly weekends off of the year. So we're back. We're playing catch up tonight. 2 episodes to go over the last 2 weeks. Let's get right into it. Before we do, let's introduce the panel as we always do. On the top right, he is the one that lives way up there on the east coast of Maine, your resident wake-ass kisser himself. As always, the one and only Coastal Crusader.
Hey, call me what you want to call me, John. This was a very successful couple episodes for the Wake. Good tag team building. We're going to see that. We're going to see Champ had a win. It was a pretty good couple weeks.
And on the bottom, he is your resident encyclopedia of Rocky Mountain Pro, voice of Charge at Ignition, and, I mean, if you want to call it journalist of Rocky Mountain Pro, he is none other than the one and only Lucas Baradwell.
Yeah, you can judge my journalism all you want. You can try to besmirch it. I know you will, but you're just making yourself look bad. I got as much information as Slade did. I got as much inside information. So don't besmirch me. We you know what? I think Coastal and I should start being a little more harsh on your hosting skills. If we're being completely honest here.
The only thing I
I
have
don't
is
know how
that he's
accurate that
very
statement
biased.
was, but I guess we'll talk about it. I guess as we go on, I'm seeing a lot of Slade here, Slade this, Slade that.
Yeah.
But
So
John, you wrote
Just
that,
because she's
John.
on the just because she's on the show doesn't mean she's really doing it. In fact, she's being. You know what? She might be the new Yoko Ono of Rocky Mountain Pro.
Yoko
Breaking up,
Ono. Wow.
yeah, breaking up groups.
Reyes says that he's a decorated martial artist. Well, glitter's a decoration too, and it still sucks.
I forgot I could do this. I haven't done this in a couple weeks.
He is quite the master at jiu-jitsu.
I mean, that kick that he does on the way out to the ring, man, kind of shows. All right. Why is he? That's weird. Do that again. Oh, okay. I guess there was a software update here, so now I'm seeing that if you show it, it'll kind of hide it or like make it darker, show that you already clicked it. Okay. We do got something brewing in the chat though between Eric and Caden. That
now
didn't take
who's
long.
ducking who? Oh, now it's paperwork. Now it's this. Now it's that.
I mean, does he even really have a lawyer anymore?
I don't know. I haven't seen that guy in a long time. It's been great.
Oh, look at this. You got a fan, Lucas. Congratulations.
My guy, Brian. Well, yeah, because I'm an actual decent person, unlike you, Johnny, who was always just belittling everyone.
Me? No, I don't do that. Just tell it like it is.
No, you're just Captain A-hole.
I've been called many of worse things. All right. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right down into it. Episode 494. We're going to start off right out of the gate with some tag team action. Tag team champs led off episode 494. This was a couple weeks ago, mind you. This was not this past Wednesday. So we're going to get to last Wednesday. But it was Stan Logan and Enrique Calderon going up against Chopper City.
You know, I was actually really impressed with Stanley Logan and Enrique Calderon in this. I mean, they're going up against the champs, probably the most well-liked tag team in Rocky Mountain Pro. I mean, the crowd goes absolutely bananas when Atiba and Bruce step out there. Like, it's like a wave of chops just hits the arena, and it's a great thing to see. We can never stop the chop now. We got to keep the chop going for as long as possible. But I digress. I was very impressed with the way that Calderon and Stanley Logan worked together. We had seen them be at odds a little bit over the last, honestly, I'd say about a month or so. You know, Calderon was weirdly absent one week, and then he came back and he kind of fed Stanley Logan to someone. And, you know, it was weird, but they worked very well together as a tag team. Slade got her hands involved too, as we see near the end of the match. She pulls away the referee at one point, which it's not cool. Stick to reporting people. You don't need to get an interview with the referee right there. Like, enough's enough. Lucas isn't trying to interview officials during the match, and I mean, good for you, Lucas. That's important, you know.
Yes.
But we do see a sucker buster. We see Chopper City win again. Lucas, I know that those wonderful gentlemen in cease and desist want to stop the chop, but at this point, can anyone stop the chop?
I don't think there's a petition. I don't think there's an army. I don't think there's anything on this planet that can stop the chop. It is a movement. It is an absolute, like, it's a phenomenon. You think about it, when Chopper City comes into an arena and the way the energy just erupts in the arena. It is starting to become a phenomenon. I right now there's nothing that can stop the momentum. That is, I mean, think about how much of a role they are on. They are the team that is responsible for Pretty City Express not being a part of Rocky Mountain Pro anymore. we're talking about one of the great tag teams in the country are gone because Chapa City put a stop to them. So right now, I don't. You're going to have a lot more than a petition to stop Chapa City. And and then let's talk about this kind of dysfunctional relationship that you have between Slade and Enrique, and now and Enrique's getting a little jealous because AJ Lotto is coming to the aid of Slade, and was she giving googly eyes to AJ Lotto?
I don't think Calderon liked that too much, brother.
No, he did not. So she's starting to be a problem. I mean, she's already the reason why Enrique, split up with another tag team partner. Could this possibly be another wedge that is being driven between Enrique and another tag team partner because Slade once again is the issue? So yeah, real great journalist. She not even a good girlfriend.
Hey, we don't question her personal life. We just question her work.
Well,
That's what
her
we do.
work and her personal life is starting to mesh, starting to get a little messy.
Small but powerful movement. All good things require time. Hashtag stop the chop. Cease and desist were the last team to bring down Chopper City. So,
And they don't have the chance to do it again.
not at the moment, no.
They can't at all. It's contractually they're not allowed to.
I mean, if these teams keep on falling for Chopper City, I mean, there might be an argument there for one lawyer to kind of stick his hand in and
To break
possibly
the
reverse
law.
it.
To break the law.
It's not a law. It's just Rocky Mountain Pro's ruling at the time.
It's Rocky Mountain Pro law.
It's not a law. It's not even a bylaw.
Gonna have to talk to the IVF about this.
Yeah. Well, the one that made that rule, the law, D'Lo Brown. If the law makes the law,
It hasn't been here either.
That's why we have
two names.
He made the law before he left, so he laid down.
We have two Dame to interpret the laws and words of D'Lo Brown. D'Lo speaks through two Dame.
Yeah, it's a good system we got going on.
If you say so. All right. Let's see, skip over that because we're going to get to that match in the next episode. Let's talk about the Lockettes match that was soon after that with Big Daddy Mo versus Nikki Chase, where Lucas said, I will give you a little bit of credit here. I mean, after striking out with Izzy the first time, after she just blatantly walked away from you and started talking to Slade, you actually kind of got a chance to talk with her for a couple minutes at ringside.
I told you I had something. I told you I had something working. Yeah, I told you I was pulling strings. Got to do what I got to do.
So go over what you said then.
Yeah. Well, I kept questioning whether there was something else going on, some underlying factors, because obviously we all have eyes. We all see that there is something just not quite right with Izzy. Her mannerisms, she's not this bubbly personality that we once knew, Coastal. It's something is definitely not right. I was questioning from going all the way back to the NRW Classic. Obviously, I think that's when the change has happened. So I was trying to put the pieces together. She's not very talkative to anybody about this. She didn't give Slade much. She doesn't give me much. She's not really giving anybody much. It's concerning, I would say, to say the least, Coastal. But we still had a match to call, and this was Nikki Chase, Nikki Chase. She's put on a good showing. This was a good back and forth matchup that I think was very competitive for the Lockettes division. This is right now a up in the air Lockettes division, if you ask me, Coastal.
Yeah, the hierarchy is kind of messed up here. We got, Lola doing tag team stuff with Itzel right now, trying to handle that business with Pumpkin and Josie. And you mentioned how Izzy just seems off. I think she seems lost. I think it's one of those things where she's tried to do it the right way for a long time. And as she mentioned, in one of the brief moments, she did give us some insight. She had to take time off because of health, and then she gets hurt. And then she had that big win to start, but nothing really since. And it's kind of, I think she's like at a loss of what to do next, Lucas. I think that's kind of the thing. She doesn't want to talk about it because she doesn't even really know how to fix it at this point. Hopefully she gets her head back on track. Tell you someone that does have their head on straight is Mo, and this is coming from a long time that Mo's kind of been a little bit out there. It started really when Pumpkin stole the Lockettes title that time, and she wasn't really right since, and then she had some C-Rex issues, but now, she works a very aggressive style in this match, and we've seen that the last few times we've seen Mo. Very aggressive, very focused. Nikki does a good job trying to control the pace and trying to control the match, but Mo's just very strong right now, Lucas. I think Mo is trying to put herself up there as the next one in line, and kind of just a mash of a lot of different Lockettes together right now.
And we got Eric Reyes with, of course, he can never just like think on his own. He always has to have a shot against me or somebody else. He can't just form on his own thought. What I put out there is that there's obviously something wrong. We don't have you don't need to have a degree of anything to see that there is obviously something that is bothering Izzy O'Reilly, and so Eric Reyes, you can go kick rocks. I don't really care. Uh, I would say this: Big Daddy Mo McGee, the Bulldog Mo McGee. Whatever she's going by, and whatever has kind of maybe changed with her, it's helping, because I think she's being a little more aggressive, but seems more focused. And she's a little out there, and she's got this aggression. It's like she's got something that she's trying to let out, like and she's got more fight, and it's helping her in the ring. She's really I think it started after that Takana Kui match, that Peruvian street fight, where she got the win over Lola, and that whole feud with Lola. Even though I don't think it's completely over with, I think she's at least been able to kind of put it to the side now, and start to focus. And now we're seeing an aggressive side, and I kind of like it. It's Mo is seeming to be right back on track to maybe get back the Lockettes championship.
Well, we'll get into Lola and the Lockettes situation next episode, because something happened in episode 495 that happened this past Wednesday that's definitely going to pique a lot of interest with people in the back. I can tell you that for sure. Then we had Cease and Desist talking about stopping the chop. I mean, they kind of have a right, because they were the last team that defeated Chopper City for those tag titles, as a matter of fact. And even though the ban is still in place and Chopper City is still tag team champions, they're going to do what's necessary to try and stop the chop. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think paper at this point is going to do anything. I think just action does, but they do them. I'm not there. And then we get into this whole Anaya situation. Slade gets a scoop on Anaya a little bit. And I think Anaya is definitely going to be having another change in attitude going forward here as we get closer to Milestone. I think you're going to start seeing a lot more Naya in the next few episodes. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think he's frustrated. I think that he wants to be better because he knows he can be better. I think the wild cardness has actually not done him a great deal of good the last few times. It's too much chaos sometimes, Lucas, is too much chaos. I think he just needs to go back to, I don't want to say working hard, because I mean, he always works. He works hard. Come on, I think he needs to go back to the basics, I guess, of just kicking butt and winning matches instead of just trying to be under everybody's skin all at once.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think that's exactly what Anaya needs. We need to see like the Anaya of like 2019 when he was the Rocky Mountain Pro champion and he was focused on just being the best. I think you're right. I think this, this whole trying to cause chaos and trying to really, be the wild card. I think you're right. I think it's kind of taken his focus away from just being the best wrestler that he can be. I still think though that he's still going to uh try to shake things up a little bit, outside of the ring as well. I don't think that's going to go away, but I think we're just going to see a little more focus on him just, picking up wins inside the ring, trying to get back on track. Um don't be surprised that within the next few months that he is in the title picture, um, because he's that damn good, and if he's focused on that, then I believe that that's where he'll get to.
Then, well, actually, no. Before we even talk about that, because I'm going to save your excitement for a little later, at least for another couple minutes, at least. We did have a debut of one PI Porter. Makes his charge
Yeah.
debut on screen. Lucas, I know we haven't seen him in action yet. Give us a little bit of insight on this PI Porter.
Yeah, well, he is a certified private investigator. He is kind of in charge of well, he's actually for hire. So he's a guy that
So an
independent
independent.
contractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's an independent private investigator for hire. I've heard that one Lord Mitchell Taylor is kind of maybe in services of an investigator, trying to figure out if there's a conspiracy to keep him from his winning streak. So he's maybe keep an eye on Pi Porter and Lord Mitchell Taylor. But Pi Porter, he's also a skilled wrestler. I kind of like him. What I saw out of him. I think he is um, going to. I think he's going to make a splash in Rocky Mountain Pro. He's uh, kind of new to the Colorado region, to the Rocky Mountain region, but the guy's got some experience. I think we're gonna like what we see out of Pi Porter. It's something different, something a little interesting. Coastal.
Yeah, no, I think if he's going to help Lord Mitchell Taylor, that's a pretty quick, easy job. The only conspiracy is Mitchell Taylor against himself. That's the conspiracy because he can't, seem to tie his shoes, let alone win a match at this point. But no, I think Pi Porter could definitely help out around here. I think he should definitely start looking into the actual bar license of certain people that are lawyers in this company, and maybe we could figure out, where it probably came from the same place the Simpsons fans will get a kick out of this is Dr. Nick's high school Hollywood medical degree.
Well, and okay, moron. He's not a journalist. He's an investigator. Why would I have a problem with him? You see, well, this is what I deal with on a regular basis. Eric Ray is always trying to cause problem when there is no problem. Not, I don't have a problem with it because he's not a journalist. He's doing his own job, investigating for money. Why would I have a problem with that?
I like it when you're flustered.
You know you
Nothing to
do.
be flustered about.
Well, Eric Reyes is if there's ever a guy that can get anyone flustered, I have to deal with them on a regular basis, Coastal. In fact, I've heard that
Keep going, Reyes.
I've actually heard. I'll give you a scoop. I have to do commentary with this jerk in a few weeks on Ignition. So
Oh,
uh,
I'm sorry.
That should be a blessing. What are you talking
uh,
about?
a blessing.
Should be a blessing.
That's what are, that's an that seems like I got reprimanded. Seems like I got sent to the principal's office.
Hey, at least the headset will fit better now that he has a nice, respectable haircut. Thanks to TuneIn.
Yeah. Yeah. Although
we
that
have-
thing's growing back. It's growing back. It's starting to become. It's like that. He put more chia pet seeds on.
Well,
and it's
don't
just
feed it
starting
after
to-
Oh
midnight
my
or get it
God.
wet.
Yeah.
Little Yaden, you got to figure out a way to handle Lucas on ignition, man. He's just too out of control.
He is fine, John.
Look at that. All those eyeballs. Every single one of them.
Yeah. Well, they're not going the opposite direction, so there's something wrong with his.
Whoa. What a butthead.
I
I was going to say something
Ju-
100% worse, and I had to PG it real quick.
I saw John be like, no, too spicy, too spicy.
Oh,
I had to PG that
just-
one real quick.
just wait till we actually do commentary together. You think that's bad?
Well, it's going to
Who?
remind me of classic Heenan and Gorilla.
Who, Eric?
Yeah, wait till me and Eric. Yeah, wait till me and Reyes. I'm
That
sure
should be
it's
great. That should be
it's
great.
not going to be very cordial.
Cookie won't be far from him.
All right. Oh, God. Just breeze by this, hopefully. We saw it back before the match started. The Wake was talking about, possibly being tag team champions and, Casanova just being around the Wake and all that stuff. And then you got Kane over there standing with the big belt, looking like the true leader of the Wake. Not going to lie, every single week goes by. That's what it looks like. But anyways, besides that, Wake has aspirations to become at least tag team champions, and maybe Casanova might have another title run in there somewhere. But we did see the Wake, aka Damon Ace and Dustin Urich, which I am actually shocked that these guys are on the same page right now, somewhat, going up against Standing on Business, not with Maddox involved. It was Lipto and Jack McCready. McCready was game.
Yeah, he was game. He stepped up. I'll give him that. He is the guy that gets pinned, so he was game for that. But John, why are you surprised? Let's go back to the interaction backstage. Dustin made an incredible point. They almost beat Chopper City, and Damon and Dustin hated each other then. Now they're on the same page. I asked earlier who can stop the chop. I think the Wake can stop the chop, guys. I do. They looked really good in this.
I beg to differ.
Now, listen. I
100% beg to differ on this one.
I do want to see them go up against Maddox and Lipto.
That was what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you had Lipto and Jack in this one, but you saw her in the next episode, and we'll talk about that.
No, John,
completely different.
Johnny, I completely understand that you have no faith in McCready, and I get that, and you don't put any value in this one because
I'm not saying
that's exactly what you said. That is what you said.
He's still new.
So what you're saying is he's not up to snuff?
I'm not saying he's not up to snuff. He stood his own in there.
Jack, you may want to take this up with John. I mean,
it's the lack of experience.
Anyways,
understand me saying that, and he should know too. He's also green to the business, right, Lucas?
I think you're being a little too nonchalant with your criticism.
Here we go with the nonchalant thing again. Yeah, here we go again. Just like I was nonchalant before, never broken.
Wait a minute, I'm on your side, Coastal. Don't get on me. I'm gonna go after Johnny on this one. I think you're not giving enough credit to Jack McCready. I think McCready is way better than he was before. I think he is at a pretty high level right now with Standing on Business. I think they have done a great service to his career. I would say that he's wrestling at a high level. I don't think there was really much wrong with the way that Lipto and McCready came into this matchup. They, had a good game plan. I will say, and it's a big if Damon Ace and Dustin Urich truly are on the same page, truly are willing to just put everything in the past, and they're 100%, they can knock off Chopper City. But I still just have doubts. I just there's something in my mind that says that what I watched over a year ago is somehow just water on the bridge. I just can't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Lucas, it'll happen. Don't worry. It'll happen.
People
Apparently,
grow,
we just have to be patient with this one too.
and I was trying to give Jack McCready a lot of credit. I'm just saying we have talked for weeks about how SOB is probably the next in line for Chopper City. Like they're the next tag team that we thought. Well, now we got Damon and Dustin coming in, and now they just beat a version of SOB. I'd like to see them go up against Maddox and Lipto, and if they win that one, give them Chopper City. And then if they beat Chopper City, give them cease and desist. So maybe we can stop the chop chant and we can cut the rest of Reyes' hair off. That'd be great.
I don't think Reyes will fall for that type of match again. I'm sure
He might.
He's found. I think he's found a higher strain of chia seeds that are really working for him, though. So
I'm just saying, going back to Jack McCready, I'm not saying that he's not talented. I'm not saying he's good or not.
Well, you
good.
basically took away all the gusto of the win.
What I am trying to say is that not only is he relatively new, he doesn't have the chemistry like a Maddox and Lipto. Whereas you look at a Jack McCready and Lipto, that's going to be the difference maker. Chemistry
now, see, that's
is a huge thing.
That's a very fair point.
In
I
tag
agree.
games. All right. If
I
I
agree with
said it out of context for people, my apologies. At least I'll apologize, unlike some people below me. Okay.
I apologize too when you always are calling me out, and I always have to bite the bullet. So you caught yourself. You explained it a little better the second time around. So good for you.
Damn right, good for me. Duh. All right, we got the Josie Pumpkin It's a Lola match next week, which we'll talk about next. Yeah, then we're going right into the main event here on episode 494. The Charge Championship on the line. Mr. Draper defending against Two Dame James, who will just make matches for himself as usual as the IVF.
I'm not going to wade into that water, John, but I am going to say that this is one of the best 2-day matches. We've said that for the last couple times 2-day has stepped into a ring.
And I don't disagree with that statement.
Yeah, 2-day is excelling right now. Like this match, even though he didn't come out on top, he went toe-to-toe with Draper, who has been on a steamroll since he's won that title from Koyama, and just going old school on a lot of people. And yeah, you know, Draper is the ladies' man. He has the flair. When the pants come off, usually your shoulders go down, you count to 3. But I mean, he got all he could take from 2-Dame on this episode, Lucas. And 2-Dame just coming up a little short, but I gotta say, and I said this last week, Southside Hustle isn't going anywhere because Southside Sammy isn't around enough. 2-Dame needs to concentrate on the singles run because he's killing it right now.
2-Dame, I know you say a lot about how he's ran things in the absence of D'Lo. The IVF maybe has not been the best figurehead, but I think that his level of wrestling, as you just said, Coastal, he seems to get better every week, and we say this each week. This was the best we've seen 2-Dame. This, and then the following week, hey, this is the best. This is the best that we've seen 2-Dame at. It really was going up against Draper, who is arguably one of the best Rocky Mountain Pro stars in the history of this company, especially from a accomplishment standpoint, and at the level that he's wrestled at. To do it against a guy like Draper, that was impressive. I know he didn't get the results that he wanted, but this is showing that yeah, he makes matches for himself. Yes, it's a little questionable, but I think that he proved that he belonged in that ring with Draper, that he belonged in a title match, that he's capable of being a charged champion someday. I think that this match proved all of that. So yeah, you can question whether or not he's making matches, just for himself. But I think at this point he showed that was a deserving match, and I think that's what we should focus on, and not all the other antics. Although he also has a caveman to worry about that wants to knock him out and use him for his own gain as well. So
Well, no, not recently.
But Hunter is friend and not food, so it's okay.
it's true.
Would you
Still has
like
to
to
work.
respond to the accusation, sir?
Oh, Two Dame isn't paying me any money there, Reyes. He doesn't need to. I like Two Dame. I think he's a pretty cool dude. But as it stands right now, Eric, you want to talk about Two Dame? He has a better chance of winning a title right now than you because he can actually challenge in the divisions that he wrestles in.
Why don't we also talk about Draper continuing his run as charged champion? I mean, he's starting to build some momentum. Dare I jinx this run a little bit here? He's going roughly, I mean, maybe not quite as much as Caden in terms of defending the title on a weekly basis, which we saw when Caden was charged championship. Give him kudos, of course. Uh, but what do you think of his run so far? Do you think he can kind of build his way up to possibly being at that caliber of a charged champion like Caden was just a year ago?
I mean, I definitely do. I mean, Draper is. If you're going to design a wrestler, Draper is kind of what you design. Like, tall, jacked, strong, ring smart. Like, he definitely has all the tools to get there. Lucas, he's tired, right? He's got all these ladies coming after him all the time. Maybe that's why he doesn't defend it every week. Who knows?
All
But
burners.
yeah, he's got all those cell phones. I mean, it could catch up to him eventually. I don't know. This could be something special too. I think it's just a little too early to tell if it's going to be up there in the great runs, but it's shaping up to be one. I'll tell you that.
Well, he definitely has everything that you need. You talk about it, yeah, he's got all the physical traits. He's been around. I mean, this isn't like a guy who's just a few years in. We're talking about a guy that's got 15 years of in-ring experience at a very high level. We're talking around the country, around the world. Uh, he can handle all that extra stuff. He's lived the rock star lifestyle and still been able to compete at such a high level. I don't think you have to worry about that. Um, I think the only thing with Draper is how much does he really want that? Does he really want to prove that point? He sometimes I think that Draper uh, feels that he doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. I don't think he really cares about what any of us think. I really don't. I think he knows how good he is. I mean, and he'll tell everyone about it. So I think he's different than like a Caden Quayle. Caden seems like he uh, sometimes has a chip on his shoulder, like he has something to prove. Where I don't feel that Draper uh, does feel that way. I don't think he feels like he has anything to prove to anybody. He knows that he's one of the best, not only in Rocky Mountain Pro, but the best in the country. And he just goes in, does his business, and makes the women happy. That sometimes though he just he feels like they don't deserve it, and he doesn't take off those pants. And man, I'll tell you, those women, they're back in after the show and just crying their eyes out because they didn't get to see the big prize.
He's got some momentum. There's no doubt about that. Regardless of what he does with the women or not, he's still getting it done in the ring. That was the main event of episode 494, and that basically concludes episode 494. Let's change hands here real quick, and let's head over to this past Wednesday's episode of Charge, episode 495. We're starting off the show. We had Lord Mitchell Taylor coming in and pleading his case as he typically does every time he walks into the ring. I don't know. Are you guys in chat getting tired of seeing Lord Mitchell Taylor just every single time he comes out to the ring just complaining about RMP?
Yeah, it's getting to be at this point. Like, I understand everybody wants to be on the show. It is the most competitive it's ever been, in my opinion, right now. Everybody wants to be on there. Everybody wants the title shot, but you got to figure out Lord Mitch Taylor. Like,
But once again, he's an idiot. He doesn't listen. I said the women after the show are crying. I didn't say Draper. See, it just shows. This is what I'm going to have to deal with doing commentary because is he going to even watch the matches? Is he even going to pay attention? Because he
Lucas, just
obviously doesn't listen to what I say.
use small words and speak really slow.
Oh God,
You're going to have to. It's going to be troublesome. I know. But getting back to seeing Lord Mitch Taylor every week, it's like, no, I don't want to. There's no conspiracy. There's nothing disputed about his non-winning streak. Maybe stop cheating. Maybe buy the Aristobrat some updated stuff. Maybe better brass knucks. I don't know. Whatever you got to do, bud, because it's getting real old real quick.
Well, somehow he managed to get a Rocky Mountain Pro Championship match to start off episode 495.
Because Caden is a generous man.
Yeah, he comes right out, challenges Lord Mitchell Taylor. He accepts. So now there is absolutely no bitching. There should be no bitching when it comes to Rocky Mountain Pro, as Two Dame basically let this happen without any type of acknowledgement from D'Lo or anyone else, supposedly. So yeah, leading off episode 495, we had Lord Mitchell Taylor going up against Caden Koyama for the Rocky Mountain Pro Championship to start it off.
Yeah, no, Caden is a defending champion. He's a fighting champion. He's doing the same thing he did with the charge title, with the big title. And it's awesome to see. As much as I don't like Lord Mitchell Taylor, there is some, trepidation when you go against him because, you're going to get the brass knucks. You're going to get the foreign object, as we saw in this. Like, Caden gets, jammed in the throat with a foreign object. And, the brass knucks almost come into play. But, a pedigree, 1, 2, 3. Caden still has the belt, Lucas. Maybe Lord Mitchell Taylor will go away now for a while, go on vacation to the Hamptons again or something.
I hope so. He just. I don't know who is more annoying. Like, is it Eric Reyes or Lord Mitchell Taylor?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Oh, you can't put Eric Reyes in that category, sir.
I guess I can.
I will disagree.
That's right. Lord
there.
Mitchell Taylor had a championship match. We can't put Reyes in that category.
True.
He's banned right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so really,
at least Eric Reyes has had a championship as well. Actually, I think Lord Mitchell Taylor did too with
the OGs.
Lemons. Yeah.
It was was it Manny Lemons or was it the OGs?
I thought it was Manny Lemons.
It was Manny Lemons.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. But I'm just telling you that Lord Mitchell Taylor, he's just annoying. He thinks that he really is a king, and it's the way he talks to the people, the way he treats these great Coloradan residents as if there's some redneck trailer park hicks from some backwoods down in the Ozarks. These are well-educated people. Sometimes they're a little inebriated, that's true, but yeah, they're good people. They're good fans. The Rocky Mountain Pro Rascals, and they don't need to be belittled by this fake king anymore. And so hopefully Caden put an end to that for a while.
No, we still got that private investigator looking into the conspiracy, supposedly. So I don't think he's quite done yet. But let's get back to you, Lucas, as a matter of fact, because you were trying to get another shot at Izzy, trying to figure out what's wrong with her. And I don't know. Is it because of your glasses? Is it because of the way you dress? Maybe it's because of the way you approach people. People just don't want to talk to you, dude.
Hey, Mo didn't have an issue talking with me. Mo was more than willing to talk about her match against the Phenom coming up, and she's going to be taking on Allie Knox. So when one door closes, another door opens. I saw my opportunity. Mo gave me a little something. I ran with it. And I have to deal with cameramen like Kevin who always like to take shots at me, but I still do my job even when other people are not so nice. I don't know what Izzy's problem is though.
Coastal, what do you think? What do you think about next week's match, I should say?
Next week's match between Allie Knox and Mo. It's
Yeah.
going to be a big test. I mean, we know Allie Knox had a huge test in the first ever match, that was televised with Noelle, but this is different. I don't think Mo's going to change anything that she's doing right now. She's on that aggressive track. It's going to be interesting to see.
We did get Slade to get a scoop on a couple other matches that are going to be coming up next week as well. Well, at least one match. Slade got a chance to talk to Standing on Business, and Jack McCready calling out Johnny Casanova once again. Basically said what we kind of said like a month ago when these guys went at a Supercharge, that Jack McCready actually had 3/4 of this match dominated. And he said, kind of like what I think it was either me or Lucas that said it, kind of played with his food there during the match, and how this time around it's going to be a lot different.
Well, it's definitely going to be different. I think, Johnny's had some time to rest and recover. So we're going to be getting Johnny, maybe not 100%.
We, you heard that, Lucas?
I did say we.
No, I did.
You know what? No, listen. I know what you're trying to do, Johnny. We collectively get to watch Johnny Casanova wrestle. That is what I meant. Don't you need twisted words?
No,
don't you twist words on me. We collectively, as a group, get to watch the wonderful Johnny Casanova wrestle. Okay.
You thought I was bad, Lucas. You thought I was bad.
No, you're bad, John. Look, I know what you're trying to do right now. I don't like it. That's not cool. Well, I
said, I call it like I see it.
And you make things
you said we, as in you in the wake.
I explained what I said. I did say we, but I meant we collectively as a group. I am not a member of the wake. You might be a member of the law office. I am not a member of the wake.
Oh, I'm on board with the law office. I'm not denying that.
I am just a fan and a credible source for commentary on what is happening in Rocky Mountain Pro. That's all I am. And I look forward to seeing a very spirited contest between Jack McCready and Johnny Casanova next week.
Oops.
Thanks for the clarification there. Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Sir.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
But speaking of, we just talked about P.I. Porter literally like a couple minutes ago. Slade also had this scoop on this match that's happening next week as well. It's going to be Chopper City going up against Nikki Hyde and P.I. Porter. You actually get to see him in the ring debuting in his first match on Charge.
Yeah, another one that I'm excited to see. We get to see P.I. Porter make his Charge debut and Chopper City. It's another match for Chopper City. I think at this point they're trying to find some way they can give him a challenge. And for them, it's a challenge to kind of a 3-person thing. It's Atiba, Bruce, and the crowd. And the only way you stop the chop is if you take the crowd out of it. And I don't think you can. I think Nikki Hyde and P.I. Porter have got a big hill to climb in front of them.
They definitely do. But I will say this. I'd say good on Nikki Hyde and P.I. Porter, trying to maybe find the secret sauce, trying to find the recipe that might throw off Chopper City.
There is a secret sauce. It's called cease and desist.
Well, that secret sauce has been nixed for the foreseeable future. So
we know
secret sauce has gone bad. It's outdated. It's expired.
It's been proven to work though. It goes well with those tag team championships. So I'm just saying. Yes, I know they're banned. You don't got to tell me for the 15,000th time. I'm just telling you the secret sauce, and that is cease and desist.
If you like food poisoning.
Anyways, tag team action, Coastal. Right back up your alley, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Your new starting lineup getting a chance at Standing on Business, the other iteration of Standing on Business, Maddox and Lipto. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you,
Yeah.
those boys are prime and ready to go for a possible championship push.
Yeah, no, this is the version of standing on business, I think, is nothing against McCready. I won't disvalue him at all, but this is the one that is the most dominant because of the connection, of the chemistry. You see it in the way that this match ends. Superplex, frog splat. Like it's just second nature to standing on business. Maddox is a dominant beast. I mean, this guy is insane. Like he can even go to the second rope, which is crazy for a guy his size. Like we call Bruce the second rope superstar. It's crazy for a guy like Bruce, but Maddox, as tall as he is, and just as big to be that agile, it's crazy. Your new starting lineup, it's another bump in the road, and you got to wonder, like, something has to go right for these guys eventually, right? Something has to happen. Briscoe's had great showings independently. Jason Knowles has but it's like when they get in a tag team, it's just like one thing. It's not always the same thing, but it's one thing that derails the match, and it's just I don't know where they go from here because it's really hard.
Uh, they have all the makings for a great tag team. Yeah, for whatever reason, they've had a few successes here and there, but it just hasn't been
Mhm.
consistent enough. And I like the dynamic. They just have to figure out what there's just something missing. You're absolutely right. They'll have to figure that out. Um, maybe maybe they split up for a temporarily. Maybe they go and do some single stuff a little bit more. It seemed like Briscoe had a good thing going there towards the end of last year. Maybe he goes on a little run again, get some momentum going, and then they can try it again. Maybe that works. I don't know, but standing on business, yeah, this iteration is a problem. They are a problem. Uh, and I think that with McCready on the outside and him kind of playing the you know for lack of a better term the wild card on the outside with Maddox and Lipto doing the heavy lifting in the ring, I think that gives them a distinct advantage on whoever they're wrestling against. That could be the secret sauce that knocks Choppa City off of the tag team mountain.
Mm.
That could be it, because you get those two rolling together. Maddox is just, you're right. He's a freak at nearly 6'10", 350 pounds. The guy's just unbelievable with his athleticism. And Lipto just seems to be able to uh, kind of keep the big man. He keeps him in check, keeps him his head on straight, because he's the madman Maddox, and when he gets angry, he's like the unstoppable giant, and sometimes that's to the detriment of the team. Lipto seems to be able to keep him calm and keep him focused, and if he's able to do that, we're going to have new tag team champions somewhere down the line. I know they've had their shot before, but they just seem to be getting better and more dominant.
I think we might have to have Eric Graves back on the show.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
great.
Hey, you're
I
more
mean,
than welcome to come on the show when we do the rewind
oh,
portion
of
tonight.
course he
Oh,
is.
ladies and gentlemen, volume 2 of Listening to Paint Dry, narrated by Eric Reyes.
You made the comment earlier. Holy crap, I can't talk. Earlier, Lucas, that you were getting just as much stuff out as Slade during these past couple episodes. We have another match announced because of Slade catching up with some people here. Next week on Charge, we're gonna have Hunter Gray, and hear this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Hunter Gray going up against Marcio Santos.
Oh,
It's going to be an awesome match to watch.
What do you guys think about that one?
Like,
that's
I mean, reinforce the ring. You got a caveman going against arguably the strongest, biggest toddler I've ever seen in my life when he throws a temper tantrum. So it'll be interesting,
think about Marcio over the past couple weeks. He he had that huge match against Koa on Ignition,
Mhm.
and he beat Koa, and which very impressive. So now, I it doesn't get any easier with Hunter Gray. I mean, this is big time.
Mhm.
If he pulls off this one, I think we're talking about him.
Yes, yes, say it,
In
say it.
the we're talking about him in the Rocky Mountain Pro Championship title picture. There's no two ways about it. You beat those two, you're in the picture. I don't care
And
what
how
anyone
good of
says.
a rematch is that going to be? It's already personal as is, dude. That is ticket sales right there. Having Marcio go up against Caden Koyama, possibly a milestone. You never know.
Could be.
You never know.
First things first, though. You got to get past Hunter.
This is true. This is true. I agree with you, Lucas.
No, sure.
I think he will. I have full confidence in him. And we also found out that Hunter definitely has two names back. I think the issue with those two is just timing. I think the
Yeah.
timing's a little off. He just comes in at like a second or two later than he probably should be. But he's there. Hey, you gotta give him credit. He's there.
Who's there?
All right. Two Dame once again in the spotlight this week as well. Two Dame James going up against Enrique Calderon.
Yeah, no, so this was essentially a 3-on-1, Lucas. I mean, poor Two Dame is out there against Enrique and Lotto and Slade, and it just you got to feel for Two Dame. Calderon gets a win here, but for everything we talked about with Two Dame, every time he steps in the ring, getting better, rising to the competition, it just seemed like this just caught him off guard. Like he had wrestled guys in the past that there wasn't any other people out there. There wasn't a lot to worry. I think Two Dame kind of got caught off guard. Let's one slip away here. I think this could have been a really good win to help Two Dame along the road of getting back into a title picture. Lucas, it doesn't knock him back really far, but it does set him back a little bit.
I think it is a setback. What this match demonstrated to me was that AJ Lotto is a factor. Obviously, Stanley Logan thought enough about him to, hey, I'm going to get this big guy on my side, and he lent out Lotto to Enrique Calderon, which was a little surprising, especially because that relationship's been a little icy as of late, and but Lotto paid dividends, and of course Slade was out there kind of, causing problems too. Decides she wanted to just grab a headset on. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to Tony if why he's leaving headsets out there willy nilly and letting anyone jump on. But I will say this though, if Two Dame, he needs someone there to have his back if this is going to be an issue, and it seems like it has been an issue for Two Dame. He hasn't had a reliable person to have his back. Now, I know that Hunter Gray came out there at the end when it looked like Lotto and Calderon were going to have a little post match shenanigans. Thank goodness that Hunter Gray came out to stop that. But he needs someone during the match to really have his back. Obviously, Southside Sammy hasn't been reliable. So,
Oh God, no.
And so I think that maybe he needs to work on his relationship with Hunter Gray just a little bit more. Maybe they
Or
can really kind of talk things out.
or he should just stay out of the ring for a little while and just stick to IVFing.
I mean, he's doing really well in the ring. I don't think he should. I think he's doing both things just fine.
I mean, you could say he's doing well in the ring all you want. He's still collecting L's like there's no tomorrow right now. And on top of that, he is dealing with the IVF role. So maybe he just has to pick one or the other
Maybe.
at this
Well,
point.
that has been kind of an issue in the past of other people of authority who've had to kind of manage whether or not they're going to be a wrestler or be in charge. This isn't the first time that we've had someone in this dilemma. But A lot of those other guys were a little more experienced, where Two Dame, maybe he's getting a little in over his head. You could be onto something there, Johnny.
It could be.
All right. We had Cease and Desist talk about the tag team division and how they have, I mean, they're technically the missing sauce. As you do, talk about the fact that you are still banned and you can't do anything about it. But I think a lot of people are starting to kind of come to the realization after Chopper City has taken down all these tag teams that, maybe Chopper City is Cease and Desist is and has proven to be the one that has given Chopper City the most trouble in recent history. We're not going to get into that because we've already kind of bled that one to death. But Slade catches up with Marcio, the other half of that big match that's coming up next week. And Marcio had his words about not just this match, but the future of where he plans to go. So,
Lucas, I'll let you talk about the toddler first.
He
by the way, Eric is
he-
not going to be on tonight, so you guys.
Oh
can rest
no,
easy.
really? Oh,
But he is going to get in touch with me, and I told him to just make sure you talk to Preston to finalize the details and all that stuff, and he'll be good to go in the next week or two.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's talk about the other guy that's been on this show a couple times.
yeah.
Marcio, the man is intense. What can I say? And you can call him a toddler, and I can't really disagree with that. He throws tantrums as a toddler, but he is no toddler. This is a full-grown, badass man that can do damage. So yeah, you may not like that he gets a temper and decides that he's when he wants something, he's going to get his way. Can't deny the results. Sometimes he gets his way, and now he's starting to get his way in the ring. He got a chance to prove himself against Kevin Koa on Ignition and picked up that victory. That was impressive. Now he's got another opportunity, and he looks focused and primed. And like I said before, he gets this victory, and it's on and popping.
No, this is a very, very big match for Marcio. Marcio is the complete package. He's size, he's speed, he's aggression, he's technique, he's all of that. But it's really hard to want somebody to do well when I know as a parent, Lucas, I try and tell my child when they're little, you don't always get your own way. And sometimes you don't get what you want. And as you said, he has no regard for that. Where does it stop? When does he start assaulting officials? When does he start, God forbid, he lays a hand on you or Slade, Lucas? Like, it's not out of the realm. I mean, he associates himself with a dude that chicken winged half of the company at one point, which I don't know. Maybe I can ask John about that. And we're going to talk about Lola here in a minute. No law office there. Nobody's coming out. Marcio's not hanging out with any of them. Like,
well, clearly they don't all need each other to help handicap their victories. They're doing it themselves. They're getting the jobs done themselves for the wins or losses.
They don't seem very like friendly to each other right now. That's all. I haven't seen them talking to each other. So
because they're all doing their own thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw Marcio literally with a law office shirt on in that past episode.
Yeah, but that might be because he doesn't have any clean laundry. Does he know how to do laundry?
Oh, see, now you're just poking the bear. You're just
that one I was. Yeah,
now.
that one I was. That
You're
one
just poking the
bear.
bear.
that one I I'll own that one. Yeah, that one was a fun little shot for me.
Can't blame him. I mean, look at all the shots he's taken from Marcio.
Yeah, that's just one of many holes Marcio has tried to put it out there. They're not all glorious, John.
We need to get him on too.
No, we don't. God,
Yeah,
no, we've had him on way.
We never have to have that disgusting individual on again.
Whoa. Okay, there, Skippy.
Why do you get to pick all the guests? Why can't Coastal and I get to pick some people to come on?
Yeah, why can't we have Two Dame on?
Do you want 2-day Mon? We'll have 2-day Mon. We had 2-day Mon before. What do you mean?
People like 2-day. We have 2-day on. You know what? Chopper City would be awesome to have on. We should see if we can get Bossy and Tiba to come on.
Hey, you know what? I tell this to everybody. All you gotta do is ask. All you gotta do is reach out. I let Caden on multiple times.
I know you have.
So it's not just a me thing.
Damon has been on the show before.
Willingly
Why don't
and
we get
unwillingly, but yeah.
And I get blamed for hating women, but why don't we get some Lockets on here, huh?
I'm still waiting.
Maybe I got to do your job and go out and reach out and get some Lockets on this show.
Oh, it's not my job to go reach out to people. We've already established this.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of the law office and Locket's action, and as we talk about the disputed champion that you guys brag about constantly over and over and over and over again, tag team match with Punkin Morgan and Josie Wildheart. Mind you, Punkin Morgan is the Locket's champion in this match versus Itzel Estrada and Lola Yara. And come the end of the match, your disputed champion, in negative terms for what you guys like to say, pinned the Locket's champion on the mat. 1, 2, 3. No coffin, no trash can, no nothing. Literally pinned her in the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3 for the victory for Itzel and Lola. That's a statement, boys. I don't know about you.
I mean, it's a good tag team victory. I do recall a couple weeks ago, John, I made a similar argument about when a champion gets pinned, and you said it doesn't count in tag team matches. So I guess I don't see why you're all smug and acting like it's something here. Like, she won a tag team match. Her and Itzel, they're a great tag team. They really are. They work great together. If they had, Locket's tag team championships, they could definitely go for those. And Lola certainly is in the hunt for the Locket's title again. But there's no disputing anything. She is a contender in the division, but she's not champion. And even though she pinned the champion in this, I mean, as you said a couple weeks ago yourself, John, that's not how things work. So just going by what
I'm not saying that because she pinned her it's an automatic Locket's championship.
You implied.
No, I said at the end of my statement that she made a statement in this match by pinning the Locket's championship. I did not go out
and you also
say,
said
she needs to be the number one contender right here, right now. No,
I said
she
you
made
didn't
a
say
statement.
that. But a half hour ago, you implied that the people at the top of Rocky Mountain Pro should be paying attention to that, implying that you believe she should get a title shot for pinning Punk. And yes, that is what you said, John.
I know that's what I said. No, that whole conversation started from the whole coffin, whether it was a coffin or not argument.
John, this was like a half hour ago tonight. You said that they should be looking at this because there's something happened that it's going to shake up the Locket's division. It doesn't shake up much. Punkin's still a champion, and yeah.
Oh, it kind of does. A little bit. Yes, it does.
And I'm gonna shock everyone. I'm agreeing with Death Drop. I'm agreeing that this.
I like you again for the next 5 seconds. That a boy.
Yeah. This match, this win is a big deal. You're right, Coastal. It doesn't, give her any, title shots, but it definitely counts. It's definitely something. You can't just shrug it off.
No, you can't.
It wasn't that it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. I think that you pinning the champion in any, if this was, Caden Koyama in a tag team match with Casanova and Marcio Santos pins Caden Koyama, it's still a big deal. I don't care what the context is. If the champion gets pinned in any context, it's a big deal. So Lola, I think is on the right track. I think I don't like the whole disputed championship thing, but this is how you do things. This is the right way of doing things. You win matches, you get in the ring, you do it that way. You don't have to do all this politicking and all this nonsense. Go in, win a match. That's what you're supposed to do. You're a professional wrestler. Congrats to Lola. Now she can maybe start picking up some momentum, get another big win. Maybe she gets an opportunity and maybe a non-title match against Pumpkin. Maybe she gets a match against Josie Wildheart. Who knows? Whatever, and just win again. Keep winning, and I guarantee she's going to get a title shot. And I don't doubt that Lola can do it because we've seen it. We had doubts with Lola a couple years ago. We talked about,
I
she's
did.
was always
I
the
did.
bridesmaid. Yeah, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Then she got over the hump. We know now she's capable of it. Let's do it again. That's all I'm asking. Let's stop with the nonsense of the disputed championship. Go prove it in the ring. I know you can do it, Lola, but you have to do it. You can't just have the words. I want to see more of this. I may not like Lola's personality uh, change over the past year or so, but she's still one of the great Lockettes. And I want to see her. I want to see the best versus the best, and this is how you do it.
The extra PPE worked.
It did.
All right. That was your main event, by the way, guys. Lockettes ending off the episode there, episode 495. Final thoughts on the past 2 weeks. And I mean, the card and what's coming up this upcoming Wednesday on Charge is looking pretty massive. I don't know about you guys.
This is a crazy march to milestone, and we're still quite a ways out. And if this is how it starts, I can't imagine what's going to be when it gets closer. Every week there's a big match in any division, the tag team division, the Rocky Mountain Pro Title division, the Lockettes division. Every match has meaning. Don't miss any of them.
I got a question, Lucas, before you start with yours. Is there and I could be wrong, I'm actually double checking myself here. But is there a event in between now and milestone that we should be looking forward to coming up?
And no pay-per-views though.
No,
There could
no,
be
not
No, like
pay-per-views.
Supercharged or
Like Peak of the
I,
Pack or something like that.
Rumble at the Loud
no,
House.
yeah, no, none of that. But there might be a special edition of Charge coming up. Nothing is set in stone, but there might be a special Charge. Keep your eyes peeled. Maybe sometime in June or so.
Yeah,
Definitely.
just heard some rumblings. I didn't know if anything was official. I actually had to check myself to make sure. I didn't see anything on the schedule, but I mean, we are just about at the end of April, and our next big event is the big anniversary, milestone 16, coming up on July 8th, 8th and
Yes.
9th. I think it's the 9th.
I think well,
I
let's see.
just
I
looked
think it's
at it.
the 8th. I think it's the 8th because that's a Thursday, I believe. But I'll have to take a look once
John, I
again.
thought we flew out on the 8th. I thought that was a Wednesday.
I thought that was a
Okay,
Wednesday too. That's why I'm saying it's the 9th.
So yeah, so it is the 9th then. Yeah.
Let
It is
me,
the 9th. Yes, it is the
yeah.
9th. I checked. We're good. We're good. we thought we screwed up our travel plans for a second there. It is the 9th. Lucas, what do you think on this upcoming week?
Well, so we do, as always, we've got Tuesday night ignition. Obviously,
I'm
you're
talking about this
about live
upcoming
shows coming up.
Charge coming up. Yeah.
Okay, so the
Your
Charge
opinions coming up.
matches. Okay, yeah. Well, we talked about Marcio Santos and Hunter Gray. Obviously, that is going to be huge. We do know that Nikki Hyde and Pi Porter are getting an opportunity against Choppa City, so that is going to be another big one. I can tell you that Izzy is going to be in action next week, so be very, very, very mindful when you're watching Izzy. See if you can pick up any clues. She is going to be taking on, wait for it, Noelle.
Oh, wow.
So
very interesting.
yes,
Got Jack
we
McCready
saw,
and Casanova.
yes, and Casanova and McCready. So that is your charged lineup, folks.
What about Ali Knox and Mo?
Well, that's Ignition.
Oh, that's Ignition. Okay.
Yeah, that's an Ignition matchup. And Danger Dean will be defending his Ignition championship as well. So on that episode of Ignition, so you got two big matches on Ignition as well. So another action-packed week of Rocky Mountain Pro Television, and then we got some big live events coming up too. We'll talk about later.
Yes. All right, that's going to put a wrap on the 2 Charge episodes that we missed during the whole WrestleMania weekend break. Time we got here is 10:24. I do have the episode loaded up. It is about 47 minutes long. So I think we can bang out an episode of NRW Charge before we wrap up tonight's show. What say you?
I say yes, and I say take care, Brian. Best wishes to you, man. I hope you get to feeling better, and thanks for popping in.
Yes, thank you, Brian, for popping in, even though you're a big Caden Koyama fan, and I'm not a fan of that. But we do appreciate you tuning into the show, and get better soon, my friend. All right. Let's see.
Hey, this is Mickey James, and you are watching NWA NRW Charged.
Tyler Stinson, Steven Ashburn. Just 2 guys. 2 guys trying to bring order.
What a beautiful way to start off Charge Coleslaw, don't you think?
Oh, it's lovely. It's great. It's great.
Back to NRW. Just 2 guys with a common goal. Started winning some matches. Started gaining some momentum. We even got t-shirts. Still just 2 guys, now they have matching shirts. Never Broken, Deorum, the Pitbulls, and your underdogs. And who came out victorious? We did. But you see, the hard work has just begun. Because it's not winning the championships that defines us as a team. It's defending those championships and how we defend those championships. The bullseye, it's on our backs now. We're the bar. We're the top of the mountain. And some authority figure around here, Titus, doesn't want your NRW Tag Team Champions on Charge tonight. So, I think we take matters in our own hands, right? Next week on Charged, your NRW Tag Team Champions, The Balance. We issue an open challenge to any team or any 2 guys that want to try and take these from us. Because we are the new era in NRW Tag Team Wrestling. We are the best this company will ever see. It's our turn now. The Balance. It's just begun.
We're not finishing each other's things. Look how cohesive.
I have to be a little bit louder. The audio is a little bit crappy.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm wondering what was
After
going
what
on
was
here.
perhaps the biggest disappointment in NRW history and Never Broken, we are back for more Charged. I am joined this week by two former NRW champions. I'm joined by Mercury Yaden and the longest reigning champion in NRW history, Danger Dean, are joining me in commentary, the all-star team here.
Championship commentary this week on Charge.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm still kind of curious as to why I'm sitting in the seat that I'm sitting in now. I was just told no match. You have to do commentary tonight. Apparently Titus Machiavelli has something special for me, so we'll see.
At least you got an explanation. I didn't even get told why I had to do this.
I'm
tonight.
not-
But I'm happy to do it, though. We're happy to sit here with you.
Well,
Absolutely.
I can tell you that after what we saw at Never Broken, I in no way wanted to sit here next to Cormac Battle because I'd slap the taste out of his mouth.
Well, first off, we don't need to bring up that name as long as I'm sitting here right now.
I
but
can tell you this. He hasn't been around the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy lately after that because he knows what will happen to him if he shows his face.
Well,
That's still a pretty fresh wound in not only my mind, but in Sammy Six Guns Jr.'s mind. I've talked to him for the last week or so, and that was a very rough
and look
night
at,
for
and
all
look
of
at this
us.
big
Oh, boy.
pile of crap. Yeah.
You would think that Titus Machiavelli would have something orbiting him, but instead, he's
What is
all
happening with this
orbiting
audio?
these gorillas.
And they're
I
got
don't know
Hoodlum
what-
out
I
here
don't
too,
know what-
and I'm sure,
Surprise, surprise.
speaking of fresh wounds,
Naya up here yelling at a kid in the crowd. Really wants that kid to recognize his Charge championship. But
this is the way to start off Charge, guys. Charge Championship on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the NRW Charge Championship. The referee has ordered Hoodlum to the backstage area.
not happy about that.
There we go. That works.
I'm thrilled by it. Can we send Titus Machiavelli to like another state or country or something?
I was told not to be around ringside to keep in my seat, so I'm glad to see that things are evening up.
Wait,
just a little bit.
who's the ref?
Race here by
That's
the Charge
adorable.
First, introducing the challenger.
At least this time they're doing it with clothes.
Northeast Florida. Please welcome Sammy Six Guns Jr.
Rousing ovation for Sammy Six Guns. This crowd really wants to see.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is your NRW Charge Champion. Please welcome.
Let him hear it. Let him hear it.
Let him hear it.
And,
there you go. Yeah, let him
A
hear
not
it.
so rousing ovation for Anaya.
I've been talking to Sammy Six Guns Jr. this.
Oh my
last
God, this
week,
audio
and
is
saying
pissing
his
me off.
confidence level is at an all.
Sure you still want to watch the episode, John?
This is a
I'm kinda
rematch
second
from
guess
Never
this.
Broken, guys. This
We had a
is
good
Sammy Six
40
Guns'
episodes run
opportunity
of
to
not
redeem
having
himself
any audio
after
issues,
very-
and now this is just
After a very
chaos.
controversial finish to that match at Never Broken, and
It's
Anaya
almost
already
like
going to the
we
outside.
had like
He doesn't want any
separate
piece of Sammy Six
No,
Guns.
Like
he knows
separate
that when it
channels
comes
for-
down to it,
for the different
Sammy Six
audio
Guns
sounds.
straight up. He's going to do everything he can to play
Yeah,
this
because the
mind
ring,
game.
like
He's gonna try to stall,
ring announcer was
control
way
the crowd.
louder than
Basically, what he
commentary.
wants to do here is
Yeah, and then
frustrate
we're
Sammy
not
Six
getting
Guns
any
to the
like
point make a
audio of
mistake.
the,
But
of the
Sammy
crowd.
There we go.
and
Like a
belly
bullet.
takedown and a couple forearms.
The belt is
to
yours,
the
Six
face.
Guns.
Oh,
Six
Chop
Guns
to
to
the
the
chest.
sun.
he is absolutely on fire, guys, as he's taking it to Anaya. Whipping to the turnbuckle. Oh, beautiful neck
Much-
breaker.
Already,
Much
right on
well
top of him.
deserved.
Look at the leg. He wants this thing over.
Oh.
Oh, on one count.
A little too early. As much as we don't like Anaya, you got to give it up. He has been one hell of a competitor here in NRW.
But here's the thing. I would say the longer the match goes, stamina favors one guy, yada, yada, yada. The longer the match goes for Nye or anybody in the cartel, the more opportunities for them to do something dastardly behind the ref's
Right.
back.
Well-
So Sammy needs to end this thing as
Well,
fast as possible.
the ref made a great call. Ref made a great call sending Hoodlum to the back.
Absolutely.
But we still got Titus Potato Head out here. And what's actually going to the outside? Watch it, Six Guns. Anaya. But look at that. Did you see Six Guns cut him off at the pass there?
One step ahead. Like I said, there's a confidence coming from Six Guns. Just since Never Broken that I've never seen before. I'm very confident tonight. We're gonna
Much
see
more
a new Charge
aggressive.
champion.
Much more aggressive.
Whip into the
You saw
ropes.
there.
Another big.
Kick to the gut, right into the ropes.
And he's
Puts
wearing
them
the
on.
good cocoa butter tonight. I have it on good.
Good cocoa
Fancy
butter.
Colorado state flag trunks.
That was, oh, I thought the C stood for cocoa butter.
No. Representing the Golden State, the real Golden State, Colorado.
Hooks the leg here. We got
Colorado
him
was
two
the
now.
green
One
state.
count on the first pin attempt, 2 count on the second pin attempt, and of course Anaya right outside of the ring. He knows that he cannot go toe-to-toe right now. Sammy Six Guns Jr. is in the best shape I've ever seen him. He's focused, he's ready, and he wants that Charge Championship.
There's Titus Machiavelli standing at the stage looking on like a 300-pound gremlin.
What happened to his suit? Did he grow out of it or what?
Right.
I want to know how many baby cows he had to kill to make that coat.
Forearm right there to the jaw on the outside of the ring.
There is no baby cows big enough.
Sam taking it back to the ring. He can only win it inside of the ring. And right off.
Anaya caught him. Yep. And this is where Anaya is dangerous because he can bait even the best, the most experienced. He's done this to both of you, gentlemen.
He's done it his whole life as a street fighter.
Oh, but Six Guns able to counter and
But hits the buckles hard, tries to escape.
Right.
Not happening though.
If you're running away from Sammy Six Guns Jr., you better move a little faster than that.
and oh, he got hung up on the ropes. Did Six Guns?
Come on, Sammy.
Now, Anaya,
Oh, no.
what's going? Oh,
Seen this.
yes.
Oh, no. Come on, Six Guns.
Back suplex into that turnbuckle. Taking a lot out of Six Guns. Ah, and that running European uppercut. And now I get a full head of steam. Oh my!
Big.
That was like a cannonball senton. And
Getting him out of the ropes.
oh, look at that
come
foot on the ropes. But
Right in
referee,
front of him.
referee doing a great job though, catching
So,
it.
did he not think he'd see that?
What happened to the Gorillas? There was a time when these guys were some of those reputable guys in the back, and now they're suckling on Titus's teeth, and this is what they turn into.
They showed us exactly who they are. Big knee to the back there, and now into the rear chin lock.
I'm really sad that I let them sleep in my house.
Right. You
They tricked everybody. They tricked everybody.
well, you were friends with Hoodlum for a long time.
Did
never
you guys see that? An elbow right into the midsection.
It looked a little low.
Doubles him over.
looked a little low.
It looks like it could have a 2 count. I mean,
and
hit him that hard to
and
get
you look at the look on Six Guns' face telling you that it was a little low.
There's nobody stronger in this world than my best friend. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh,
Big hip toss. Big drops that knee.
and
He crossed the shoulder and throat
and it's evident that he learned some of that maneuver from Hoodlum. The Hoodlum uses a similar maneuver.
Yeah, that's
with
not
the
the
leg
only
drop.
thing he's learned from Hoodlum.
Crowd trying to will Sammy Six Guns Jr. on here.
Come on, Six Guns. That's the universe. That's the whole universe standing for you.
Naya now another whip into the turnbuckle and
Big elbow. There we
It
go.
is. Return the favor. Return the favor.
Comes out.
There you go.
and Six Guns with one of the most beautiful drop kicks in the business.
Right into the chops of Anaya, and Anaya.
We've been in the mountains drop kicking pine trees for the last week, so that was nice. Nice to see.
So that's why Pikes Peak looks a little bare lately.
Right.
Anaya playing the stalling game just enough to get out of the ring, get put back in. Because here's the thing, Sammy needs to get it in the ring because he knows he has to win. Anaya,
look at this roll up.
Oh, roll up one.
Six Guns,
two.
1, 2.
He couldn't get it. Anaya knows.
Oh man, that's not. I've been on the other end of that
And it
before.
looks like we're gonna have. Oh,
There it
I was
is.
gonna say, I thought Anaya was gonna retain the belt.
Anaya can get disqualified and retain. Sammy does not want to keep him on the outside because if Anaya gets countered out, he retains. So Sammy goes out to get him, knowing he's got to get him in the ring, and Anaya takes advantage of that. As dastardly as this guy is,
Well,
he's not the dumbest guy in the world either.
absolutely.
Take the shortcuts. But he's plotting everything, but Sammy now fighting back with forearms.
And Dean, you have known to be taking a few
Did you
shortcuts.
see that shot?
I know what it takes to hold a championship.
Dead on his feet, falls down. Did you guys see that shot
Absolutely,
on
it
the
was
ropes?
huge. Maybe we can take another look
Every
at that.
time Dean and
George
Lucas
can take
is
home.
trying to
Come on, Sammy.
have a conversation,
Big.
Hayden just
Big
comes
knee.
out.
he does.
Did you see that?
I
A
don't know
lot
if
of
it,
elevation on
I
that.
don't know if it caught him on the chin or the throw.
Now
Wow.
we're seeing the aggression come out. Trying to end it here.
And, you know, Six Guns.
I didn't see no feet on the rope.
As bad as he wants to win the Charge Championship, he also wants to do this for his father, for the memory of his father. He told me that he wants to dedicate the Charge Championship to the memory of his father, everything that he's been through. Oh, big time clothesline.
The Buckle Harbor comes out.
Can't
He's
count
hit
the
another
man
gear.
out. There you go, big strong man.
And another drop kick. This could be the momentum. This could be the beginning of the end for Anaya.
But Anaya rolls right out of the ring. Anaya right out of the ring.
Trying to run away like a dirty rat.
And Sam's got to get him back in the ring, guys. This is
dangerous territory.
This is
Don't hold
well, he
back,
can't
Dean.
win
Tell
the
us how
belt.
you really
No,
feel.
he can't. He's got to win it in the ring, and Anaya knows that.
Can Sam get back in the ring without... Oh, shot to the midsection.
Over the
Sunset
top
flip
rope,
here.
sunset flip.
He's the most.
Oh, he's got a knee. We can out of
New
here.
champion. No, dude, play rings. I bring the belt. We got a new Charge
He
champion.
won it. Oh my God, he won
We
it.
got a new Charge champion.
Sticks and
Yes,
Anaya.
we do. We have a new champion. Yeah. Yes. Sammy Six Guns has done it.
I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it.
Wait, DQ. Disqualification.
He pinned him.
Wait.
That makes absolutely
I don't
no
know.
sense. What?
I don't know.
How did he get disqualified?
Somebody explain to me what happened here. Can we get an explanation?
A replay.
I was watching from right here. He pinned him right in the middle of the ring.
Apparently.
Dude, that guy with the cane is furious.
I'm surprised
Once
they didn't have
again,
What's
the
just
4-point
happened?
cartel. Another screw job by the cartel, of course, to retain the title.
Unbelievable.
Come on, music. I'm sick of this. When I came back to NRW, it wasn't because of it. Just because of NRW, it was because of Magic. I was only supposed to get booked for one show from Florida. After my first show, I felt the magic here. And I decided to move back to Denver. And each time Titus Machiavelli shows his face, Magic dies a little bit. Every time there's a 10-minute segment with the 4-point cartel in the ring, the Magic dies just a little bit more.
Amen.
What we love about NRW is the magic. It's the purple and black. It's those three initials.
Yes, sir.
He's preaching everything I say.
Machiavelli, Hoopla, and Anaya, and the rest of the 4-point cartel are trying to take it away from us. Well, I'm done standing for it. Hoodlum, Anaya, Titus, I'm taking everything you have.
That's what I like to hear.
And that obviously does not make Titus happy.
For those three initials, for the purple and black, for NR.
Yeah. NR Dub, Titus, in case you didn't hear.
NR Dub!
NR Dub! NR Dub! NR Dub! NR Dub! NR Dub! NR Dub! NR Dub!
You forget who I am. I'm the CEO of this company. Regardless of what some people think, as far as I'm concerned, it's my company.
Sad but true.
Mine. And since it's my company, security,
Oh, come on.
throw his ass out.
What? No. Are you serious?
God, kick him out.
You're gonna throw one of the biggest stars.
Smart. Hit the out.
He's gonna throw one of the biggest stars of NR. Yeah, just like he fired
brainchild.
Dozer. What a dummy.
This is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life.
Go ahead and fire all the talent, you idiot.
They just kicked everybody out of the building, Titus.
That's how it's done, folks. By any means necessary.
I hate him. I hate him.
He is
so
stoking a fire that he does not want to burn. I promise
right,
you that.
Well, wait until I drop the news one day. It'll happen.
Let him go up to, are you serious? Kicking him out of the building? This is unbelievable.
Well, Sammy's 600 to get out of the building, but the show goes on, guys. We got more action still to come.
The Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy is the only establishment in Colorado to get professional wrestling training from professionals with connections available nowhere else. MPWA is the official training facility of NRW Pro Wrestling and offers a training program that focuses on the full professional wrestling experience, including proper fundamentals, in-ring technique, cardio conditioning, and much more. Here you will also have access to Grudge MMA Training Center's complete list of courses and equipment, as well as attending NRW's tapings and major events, getting up close and personal with world-class talent. If you are serious about being a professional wrestler, then MPWA is the place for you. Located off of I-76 in Sheridan, inside Grudge MMA Training Center in Arvada, Colorado.
NRWProWrestling.tv is the only place to rent or purchase digital copies of NRW's major events, past episodes of Charged, and exclusive compilations for incredible prices. Hours of footage and matches feature all your favorite NRW stars, as well as international superstars like Chavo Guerrero, Al Snow, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, ODB, Nikita, and many more. Just visit NRWProWrestling.tv to find your favorite episodes and events.
You have no idea what's coming. God help us all.
Ladies and gentlemen, following contest is set for one fall. First, making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Colorado, weighing in at 190 pounds, Cody Divine.
Well, after another 4-point cartel screw job in that opening matchup, we are in our second match with the young upstart Cody Divine. I am once again joined by Mercury Yaden and the longest reigning NRW champion of all time, Danger Dean. Guys, we got the young upstart Cody Divine, one half of the upgrades. What have you thought about Cody Divine returning here to NRW?
I know a lot of people are excited that Cody Divine has finally made it to NRW. Same with Royce Isaacs. The upgrades. A lot of people are excited. I am not, because I don't want to be in a ring with someone like this. These young bucks, man. I'm telling you what, right now, trying to keep up with them is not an easy task. And this guy right here has probably got the capability to do that.
This is your pride. I'm very excited for this guy. He's trained hard at the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. He's somebody that has shocked us all. He's worked harder than anyone else, and he's proven things that even through his hard work we didn't think were possible for him. Right. I see a lot of good things happening for Curtis Cole. He's unique. He's interesting. He's a great guy, but he's a fierce competitor, and that's what you have to be in NRW to succeed.
Right, very interesting. A former professional skateboarder turned into a professional wrestler. And we are ready to get underway. This is two young, great athletes going one-on-one here on Charge, and here we are underway. And Cody Divine, he's kind of a high flyer. He likes to take risks. But we've also seen Curtis Cole take to the air in the few matches that he's been here in NRW.
I'm curious to see if Cody Divine can do this without Royce Isaacs. Can he do this without his upgrade brother? Right. I don't know, man.
Against Curtis Cole, I don't think. I mean, look right there, a big shot.
There it is.
Right up.
There's that athleticism I was talking about, and both men can display great athleticism. Oh, nice leapfrog. Oh,
there we go. Versus it there. Got to drop down.
Another beautiful leapfrog. And a shoulder block.
There we go.
Curtis Cole
Knock him
does
down
have-
how you can.
Oh,
There you
nice leg.
go.
Curtis
Big
Cole
leg drop.
going for the cover. 1, 2.
Only one on that one.
You know where he gets his power from, right? It's that hair.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Nice trip.
Walked right into that, so that's a lack of experience there. Cody Devine has the experience angle here.
Oh, both
Double drop
both
kick.
guys
There we go.
thinking of the same thing. And
Oh,
both
there we go.
kicking up. And the
You
crowd
gotta give
appreciating the effort so far.
Curtis Cole on his feet, you know. I mean, he's new. He's one of these up-and-comer guys, and it's nice to see that he can, at least for the time being, go toe-to-toe with a guy like Cody Devine.
Both men, they're both thinking the same thing. It's almost as if they're in each other's heads right now.
It worked better for Kid and Play, I think.
Yeah. that kind of reminded me of a little house party, yeah. And
Curtis Cole now back behind with the hammerlock.
oh, and not, roll up. Nope.
Couldn't get that shoulder down, though.
You know. Oh, shoulder block on the knees. Yeah, very impressive. Curtis Cole has a little bit of a size advantage, especially in the height department. And will that come into play in this matchup?
I think so. More height, more reach, more weight. And speed-wise,
look
I don't
at
know
that.
how much of a speed.
And another nice arm drag.
I would lean towards Cody Devine in the speed department and being a little quicker, but Curtis Cole's pretty quick in his own right.
And Cody Devine does have a little bit more experience. This is going into about his 3rd year, I believe. But, you know, hasn't been in NRW that long. They had a short stint a couple years ago. He's looking to make a name for himself once again. Can he?
Oh, that's clean. Yeah, that's clean. Come on, Ref. You got handfuls of hair.
Of Curtis Cole coming into play. Look at that. Now
He's on his
we're seeing the real Cody Devine right now.
It's reasons like these why Cody Devine has come as far as he's gotten. Him and Royce Isaacs, the upgrades. It's what they do best.
Huge shot by Cody Devine in the back. And now European uppercut. Starting to take it to Curtis Cole.
What's that thing that Cody's wearing on his arm? What is that for? Is that increased circulation or?
Is there a fashion statement? I don't know. Oh,
very nice.
Curtis Cole, though, back with a swinging neck breaker.
Curtis Cole hates the armband.
Oh, nearly got a 3 count.
Kick to the chest.
I do think Cody Devine definitely more aggressive.
Oh,
that was vicious kick to the chest. And now,
wow.
somersault senton, but
And he moved. He moved.
Oh.
Out of the way.
Both men down now.
Looks like Cody Devine up first.
In the hair. Crowd now getting behind Curtis Cole.
Solidly behind Curtis. And
Ricker, I'm pretty sure you can agree with me, too, coming from a guy that's got long hair. That's one of the worst things in the world. When these guys just start to pull your hair in and jerk your head around.
There's cover 1, 2.
Only a 2 count. See, this is a rookie mistake, too. Getting frustrated like that, you got to concentrate on the task at hand. There you go. Stay focused, young man.
Going to the ropes.
Up high.
Beautiful cross body. This could be it. Curtis Cole, 1, 2, no. Cody Devine showing some guts here. Oh, big back elbow. Able to get out of the way. Getting ahead of steam is Cody Devine. Oh.
There we go.
And that
right through the ropes. Impressive move.
And this is where Cody Devine is so dangerous, guys.
He's going up top here, but drop kick as he's on top.
Caught him. There we go. That's why this kid's been making a name for himself these last few weeks.
And now
stuff like that.
Going to the top.
Now Curtis Cole up top.
Does Curtis Cole remain undefeated?
Oh, that blockbuster.
He's just got to make the cover.
Got him with that blockbuster.
Curtis Cole out. Hooks the leg.
1,
2, 3.
And that's all she wrote. Cody.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Curtis Cole.
2 big victories in a row for Curtis Cole. Remember, at Never Broken, he defeated Jeff McAllister.
Driving a 2-1.
He is on a roll as Curtis Cole, guys.
He's working his way up. And I'm very proud of this young man, and I think he's just going to keep climbing.
If he can keep his focus.
Well, up next, the NRW champion. He's in action. as he takes on Mr. Warren Cadence.
Can't wait.
No doubt he is the best wrestler in the world today.
I make a promise right now. I'm going to fascinate you. I am the Iron Man, Rob Conway.
When it comes to energy, there's not much more than in that one man's body, Warren Cadence.
Right. And well, you know there's a party whenever this man enters the ring.
That's
Daniel
right.
Dean.
That's right. I'm looking forward to this.
Right. But it is, I do want to point out once again, as the ring announcer announced, this is a non-title matchup, but still a big opportunity for Warren Cadence.
Huge opportunity.
Have I ever mentioned how much I hate this guy?
I don't think you need to tell me about that. This right here, I'm a little curious about this match. Not a title match. Warren Cadence, I mean, what's Hoodie trying to prove? That's what I want to know. What's going on?
I don't think it's a matter of trying to prove anything. I just think he wants to hurt people.
Put the title on the line.
Right. Well,
that is very true. That's something I wouldn't have thought about it. He was so confident going to the ring with a very, very inexperienced, very talented. We're very high on this kid, but very inexperienced Warren Cadence.
Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky. You're very lucky.
Well,
You're
is.
lucky your boss told me I can't leave this seat, Ryan.
Well, wow, it's gotten not personal, huh?
That's on a first-name basis now?
Stand with the fans. What fans?
He's taunting you with that title.
Go ahead. He knows I can't leave the seat.
Tell you what, Dean, you've done some pretty.
Look at that. Ripping up a sign as Anaya.
Oh, yeah.
What a piece of trash.
What a tough guy. Sorry, I'm a little angry right now, guys.
Oh, I totally understand. I mean, you've done some things you're probably not the most proud of, and you were pretty tough to deal with as champion for a while. But I don't think you ever did anything quite as nasty and just despicable.
No, but I also didn't have somebody like Titus Machiavelli orbiting around me and my girlfriend.
Underway, this non-title matchup. But what a great opportunity for the youngster Warren Cadence, who, if somehow can pull this off and defeat Hoodlum, what would that do for Warren's career?
For an upset right here.
This could be the largest upset in NRW history if Warren can pull this. Oh, right in twerks to the midsection.
That's why we love Warren Cadence right there. You never know what you're going to get, but you know it's going to be exciting.
Also goes by the nickname Sir Twerks a lot.
Hoodlum a little slow to get back to the ring here.
Bringing him in the ring.
And this is what comes into play with Warren Cadence. A lot of wrestlers do not know how to handle such a extravagant,
Him shake hands with the ref before this match even started. So we already know where this is going.
We love it. And of course he goes right low.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but a boot to the midsection is going to be much more effective than a twerk to the midsection. Now the shoulders right there in the corner. And
Hoodlum's got a pretty big size advantage. You're talking about a nearly 250-pound Samoan. Warren's lucky if he even hovers around that 200-pound mark.
kicking him down to that bottom turnbuckle. But the crowd really trying to will Warren Cadence on here. Solid shot to this.
And they
right
fighting.
back.
You know, there are rumors that the cartel have a celebration. Rumors are abound that there's a big celebration planned by the cartel. I don't know if we're going to see that or not.
I don't know if my appetite could handle seeing something disgusting like
shot
that.
to the chest.
Huge knife edge chop. And the viciousness of Hoodlum.
But he's still standing. Warren Cadence is still standing. That's what's most important. He's trying to humiliate this young man.
And
right to the outside.
And now,
and you can't turn your back
look at
on
this.
him because
Anaya's got a rope. Anaya's choking out Warren Cadence. He's choking out Warren Cadence with a rope. Come on, someone's.
Referee, if that referee, I would like to put that referee's head.
Is that the referee? Is that the same referee?
Yeah, it's him.
Jesus. This is what we've had to endure for the last couple months with the stinking rotten cartel.
Is the double teaming necessary?
Oh, he blocked it. Blocked it right.
Warren Cadence trying to
put him face into the apron.
Is the double teaming necessary? It's not. But they're still out there doing it.
And now Cadence.
Triple teaming if you count the referee.
You see Hoodlum's head bounce off the ring apron.
It's not working right now, the double teaming, because Warren Cadence now on top.
And
back off though.
Big clubbing blows.
This is chance, I think, right there. Left himself open for about a second too long.
Hoodlum.
I've been on the receiving end of this.
Oh, able to get out of the way was
Lucky
Cadence.
to have gotten out of the way.
And now Warren Cadence feeling it once again.
And there.
The booty bump.
Exterior comes into play once again.
That spectacular booty. Wow!
It's a lot of Samoa. Pick up. Goes for the cover.
Where's the ref?
Are you kidding me?
And something's got to be done.
Knock that guy out.
Something's got. Guys, you got to stay here. You can't go anywhere.
Did he say I had to stay here too?
That was what I was told. You know, of course, Anaya gets to be ringside.
Takes a real man to bring two of his friends to a fight.
Now, Hoodlum.
Gonna take him for a ride.
Oh,
big vertical suplex.
And what impact that had as well.
I would rather not. Does somebody have a fork? Somebody have a toothpick? Somebody have something sharp and to shove into my eye socket? Thank you. I'll use the back of this hammer.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done.
This is getting hard to watch, guys. Hoodlum's just
in the throat there.
Point, I mean,
but the referee couldn't get into position. I don't think he was really trying to get into position.
Well, stay on your feet, Warren. I'll say that right now, kids. Stay on your feet. Looking at guys like Warren Cadence.
Oh, and
the future of NRW.
And that is patented Hoodlum there.
Patented hip toss.
We've seen that time and time again. There's hook of the leg. Warren
Warren
with the count like that. Still kicked out even with the fast count.
Warren Cadence showing some fight. He's not intimidated by any of the cartel.
Yeah, keep walking and keep talking.
A little smack talk going on between the other gorilla and Dean.
He's got some history with Anaya, of
in
course.
the face. The ref just watching him in the corner, not getting him out of the corner. I don't know why I'm even calling
there
it.
you go.
Slap to the face.
And another slap.
Keep it up. Keep it up, Warren. Stand tall.
That's some stank on it.
Shots.
Big time.
Hits him again. Keep fighting.
Dave needs to watch this match over.
Oh, right.
Holy smokes, he almost went out of the ring.
Pretty impressive.
Trying to hook the leg. Oh, he's into the middle.
There you
One,
Get some extra. Trying to get some extra leverage there.
Yeah, but he took too long. He fell over. Couldn't get his balance. In that amount of time, he could have had it.
That's slow
The
count.
referee was also very slow getting you down.
Keep forgetting about this. Oh, he's going for this patented submission.
That twerkle lock, but it wasn't able to get it hooked. And
He punched him! He punched him!
Was that a close fist to the face?
It doesn't matter. He punched him. That's a disqualification.
Disqualification.
Well, what do you expect? The referee's not going to call it. Give me a break.
He punched him right in front of him, like right in front of
He's
him.
going to the top. You know he's going to hit the big elbow now. At least he's going to try.
Up top now. Warren.
I've been here.
Nowhere
with
to
the
go,
kill-
and
With the kill shot, and
That's
that's
been there. This is just absolutely ridiculous.
now he's
And
not
now-
going for the.
Oh, wait,
not going for
what
the
is it?
pin.
What is this? That ankle
Hey,
lock?
NRW, be proud.
Wait,
This is your
look at it.
champion.
What is he
Go on,
doing?
be
All he
proud.
has to do is spin him.
And now he's trying to, and that's it.
Unbelievable. Be proud,
even our-
NRW. This is our champion.
Unbelievable. I don't even know what to say.
Even our timekeeper was hesitant to well on that one. This has gotten out of hand.
I'm absolutely speechless. I had to admit I did not expect Warren.
And there we go. Now we have Titus Machiavelli.
I have a feeling, guys, that that celebration I was talking about is coming up.
We're about to exceed the weight limit of this
look
stage.
who's coming out.
Oh my God! And there he is.
Awesome.
The guy you didn't want to mention.
Oh.
And look what shirt he has on. Well, apparently we're going to have the celebration. When we're going to go to commercial break, the celebration will be up next.
NRW would like to thank Lady Luck Tattoo for being an official sponsor of NRW Sports Entertainment. Lady Luck is a clean and professional establishment with amazingly talented artists and piercers. Located in Aurora, Lady Luck is the place to go for any new tattoos and piercing.
See now,
We are back from commercial break, and for the celebration,
it's really clear now why I was told I needed to be here at commentary tonight.
That's awesome. Okay.
Welcome to NRW Charge. The cartel looks a little different these days.
I'm done.
And for the past couple of weeks, social media's been, why Cormac, why? Cormac Battle, you want to tell the NRW Nation why?
yeah, let's hear why.
Yeah. You know, the past few weeks, a lot of people have been asking me why. Why did I do this? Was it personal? And Danger, do I feel bad about it? I mean, yeah, but, you know, Danger, I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about what I did. You see, you asked me to have your back. You said, I need you in my corner. And I said yes. But, Danger, where have you been? Where were you when I was getting jumped in the locker room by these two? Okay. Where were you when I was concussed in the middle of this ring? And that is the reason I am not medically able to compete. Where were you, Danger? And you know what? Sammy Six Guns, where were you?
Well, he's a grown man, isn't he?
What an ungrateful. What an ungrateful.
wasn't there.
Grateful little prick this kid is.
Danger, Sam, when I first debuted here, we were a family. We were three brothers. But I don't know what happened, but I have been abandoned. Here's the thing, Danger. The 4-Point Cartel gets you this. This is what this can give you. This is what the 4-Point Cartel and Titus give me. So Danger, like I said, people would ask me, was it personal? No, honestly, it wasn't personal, Danger, but it's just business.
So just it's like the rest of them, he's a
So
sellout.
It's just business, but he whines like
Just-
a girl about you not being there for him.
Just to make things quite clear, Mr. Battle, and for all of you, Cormac Battle isn't officially a member of the cartel. He's a pledge, right? So he's going to prove that he's going to have a spot here. It's a heck of a first start, Cormac Battle at Never Broken. If you've seen Never Broken, you have to get it right away. But we need to make sure that, the cartel's kind of on a high right now. Wanted to make sure that we had a cartel celebration. So we're going to celebrate the NRW champion, Hoodlum. You, my friend. I have got a special proclamation right here.
They're rubbing it in your face.
This is a special proclamation from a friend of mine, from the man who's going to make America great again, to the man that's going to make NRW great again, for the man that makes NRW great. This, my friend, this is for you. This is for you. You've earned it.
I'm guessing that friend's name rhymes with dump. They're just rubbing it in your face, Dean.
Hoodlum Appreciation Day.
Like a shot in the gut.
God. Oh, man. With all the recognition that all these other so-called champions in Colorado are getting, it's really great to know that the only championship that matters is the NRW championship, and the NRW champion, Hoodlum. I am professional wrestling.
TC Death and Taxes subscribed to Tier 1 for 5 months. Thanks for all the entertainment, for the live, for the sweet VODs. Yeah, appreciate it.
There he is. Where'd he come from?
You can catch us live every Sunday. 9 p.m. East time, 7 p.m. over the Mountain regions.
Hoodlum with that plaque.
Here.
And there's Dean in the ring. Dean left it at the commentary table. Unbelievable. Dangerously Handsome is in the ring. And they've just laid out the NRW champion. Titus and Maya in a quarterback battle on the outside with the look of disbelief. They thought they kicked. So, look at this. Six Guns gonna take out Patrick Nicholas. He's gonna take out that crooked referee. Oh, pile driver. Down goes Nicholas.
Oh, he done.
And Hoodlum's bleeding. Hoodlum's busted open. I think Hoodlum's been blinded by that plaque. Six Guns sending a message. Wait a minute. Looks like the cartel's taking Hoodlum to the back. Well, look what's in the ring. Besides broken glass, it looks like the NRW Championship's laying in the middle of the ring. The cartel thought they kicked out Sammy Six Guns Jr. Somehow he made his way back to the ring. What a night here from the NRW Arena in Denver, Colorado. Six Guns got his eye on that NRW Championship. For Mercury Yaden and Danger Dean, I'm Lucas Bradwell saying good night, everyone. Until next week.
All right. And that'd be a rewind, folks.
Another really good episode. Love watching the older stuff. It's crazy to see the amount of people that are still around, going strong.
Yeah, still have Anaya, still have Draper.
Still have Dean.
Obviously Yaden and Dean, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up the show tonight. We appreciate everybody. Lucas, we have anything coming up for the RMP live portion of the week?
Yeah, busy weekend coming up. We've got Beer Stot coming up this Friday. Obviously, always a big night at Beer Stot. That will be charge tapings, so head on out there. Also, keep on the socials as we might be having a special event at the quarry on Saturday. Still haven't gotten official word on that, but that could be coming out any moment. So make sure you follow us on socials for that announcement. And then we're going to be doing a Cinco de Mayo festival up at Mr. Oso in uh, Boulder, Colorado on next Sunday.
Nice.
So celebrating that. All Cinco de Mayo is obviously a big thing out here in Denver. We've for the past few years we've done events around the metro area, and Mr. Oso will be our next destination coming up next Sunday at I believe 2 o'clock is the start time up there.
All right, and you will be seeing the next iteration of Rocky Mountain Pro Charge, episode 496, airing this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Now Time. That's 9 p.m. over in the eastern side of the country for episode 496. So you don't want to miss that. It'll help you catch up for Dudes and Belts every Sunday. And like I said earlier, next week will be my last show hosting for a couple weeks, as I will be in the transition of moving. So going to be a little bit busy after next Sunday. So I do believe the show is still going to carry on without me. We're just going to be working fine details probably this week on that. I'm going to shoot for a return either May 17th or the 24th. Don't really know 100% yet. We got to see how the move goes and all that stuff, and whether or not I can get set up and ready to go beforehand. But that is going to be what is going to be going down next few weeks. So, and yes, we will be tuning back here on the channel for the RMP 24/7 live stream, I do believe. And I don't know if we are going to be raiding anybody. I'm assuming if we're raiding anybody, it's going to be someone on the team. TC Death and Texas gifting a tier 1 sub to Queen Vam Papyrus. Appreciate the gift sub, TC. Let me pull something here. Actually, I need the word whether or not we're either going to be raiding or we're going to be keeping everybody here on 24/7. And also, guys, before I forget, I should say this too. There is a 24/7 live channel over on YouTube. If we can get a moderator posting the link to that YouTube channel, you can catch all Charge episodes, present and past, on that channel consistently 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, over on that channel. So if we can get a mod to post that link, would be fantastic. Other than that, if we are rating anybody, it looks like Gritty is going to be on deck. Just gonna check here, make sure I don't have anything on the phone. I am empty, so I'm gonna make the assumption that we are going to be rating over. There we go. The RMP replay. If for some reason the link doesn't work, just type in the search bar RMP replay. It should bring you right to that channel. Thank you, Lucas. You actually did something good today.
Hey, I did a couple of good things. Gee,
Busting your balls, sir.
I know.
All right.
I better get used to it. I mean, I'm gonna have to be doing commentary with Reyes, and that's Not looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm just warming you up for it.
So, yeah.
All right, let's send you guys over. So if you want to check out Gritty and hang out with Gritty, go check him out. If not, be patient and wait for the 24/7 live stream to continue on this channel. Give you the option. Oh, we are going to be raiding over to Gritty. All right, that is all set. Are we on a hype train right now?
We are on hype train.
Oh, well, then hold up. No, we can stick around.
We are
We
on
can
a-
stick around. Crap. How do I
Well-
get out of this? How do I get out of this?
I don't know.
Cancel raid.
I don't know if you
Cancel
can.
raid. Cancel raid. I did it. Ha. Yes. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't even know we were on a hype train. All right. Let's keep going for another few minutes. Can we get to level 2?
I don't know. I did my part. I upped my subscription. 46 months.
46 is better than the 16 that you were a couple years ago.
Well, that's called time. You know, time. That's how time works, Johnny.
Hunter, I am not actually going to be going live today. I'm actually going straight to bed. I am exhausted. But I will be live on my personal channel, twitch.tv/JohnnyDeathDrop tomorrow. And probably for the whole week, to be honest, because I'm going to be offline for a little while after the fact. So, let's see here. Yep, hype that up. Hype that up. Come on, guys. We got a little over 3 minutes left here for this hype train. Coastal, do we have anything to say?
But what? In regards
Anything.
to anything?
Besides stroking the wakes, you know what, constantly.
Man, there you go again. Like,
Why does everything have to be like
Man.
sexual?
You and Marcio are
That's
weird,
kinda-
man. No wonder you guys get along. That is weird.
Remember the we. Remember the we.
Yeah, it's the editorial we. We all get to see a great match next week. You want that to mean something different, and it doesn't.
Well, since we have a couple minutes, how about we get some predictions on some of the matches that we got?
Oh,
How about that?
Marcio's being Hunter. That's one
is that?
prediction right there.
You know what? I got to go with Hunter.
Well, congratulations.
Yes. Well, but we'll see. That's a coin flip. If I'm being honest,
60-40. 60-40.
55-45 Hunter.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna go with Marcio.
Oh,
that's whoa.
People call me bias.
How much did you have to swallow the upchuck?
See, I'm not the only one.
Oh, I threw up in my mouth a little bit saying that, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's realistic. He's got a shot to beat anybody. All right,
That'll be one
30
hell of a
left,
match.
guys. If you want to stay on another 4 minutes, we got to get this hype train up to level 2. Did I say 40? 4 minutes.
And predictions on Mo and Allie Knox.
I think Mo's going to take that one.
I gotta go with Mo. She's on a roll right now.
Yeah. You know,
it's Allie's second match.
Ignition is seems to be a breeding ground for upsets. Give me Allie.
Okay. Jack and Casanova.
Casanova.
Give me McCready. Casanova, something's wrong with him.
I'll go with Castle. No, I won't. No, I won't, because I don't know how his knee's going to be. Jack McCready.
That's what I'm saying. I think he learned something from Supercharged. All right.
And the last
All right, we're almost
one,
done.
what is it? Chopper City and Nikki Hyde and P.I.
Well,
Porter.
come on, Chopper all
Chop.
day.
All day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not across the rank from cease and desist, so I'm going to have to go with Chopper on this one. You can go for Casanova all you want, but that knee's still an issue. I don't care what anybody says. That knee is still an issue. All right. Oh, we didn't get to level 2. Well, I appreciate you guys pumping up the hype train. It's the first hype train we've had in quite a while.
Yeah.
And why am I hearing myself echo?
I don't know. They just sound fine to me.
It
sound good to me.
Who's got the stream on?
Not me.
I can talk, but I don't hear anything.
I have it on?
I heard it then after you talked.
Yeah.
I don't have the stream on, though.
I don't have the stream on either.
Yeah.
What are we doing? All right. God, that's annoying. All right, we're gonna raid now. We're gonna raid now.
Yeah, I don't hear anything out here on my end.
Dashboard. All right, here we go. Back on the raid train. Let me just get 5 seconds here, and we're gonna raid out right away. All right, for all of us here on Dudes and Bells, myself, Johnny Death Drop, Ghost Crusader, Lucas Bradwell. We'll see you guys next Sunday for another episode of Recharge, going over everything that happened on episode 496. As always, folks, stay safe, stay classy. See you on the next one. Take care, folks.